Annie, I would love to know from you. I know we're Facebook friends, so I would love to know how active you are on social media for the causes you support. So what do you do with philanthropy and social media?
Well, first, good evening, everyone. It's so good to be here. It's great to be back on campus. Thanks for having me. Very nice, intimate group. I am on Facebook, and I do use Facebook to spread content and links out to causes I'm passionate about. If I'm sponsoring an event or supporting an event, I tend not to use Facebook to give to other organization because sometimes I'm suspicious of what's on, the websites. So I use it to spread the news about what I'm doing, but I'm not that receptive in terms of when somebody sends me something. I'm more, I become a little suspicious.
So you use it to promote causes, or if you
Yeah.
read something that you care about, you might post it.
You're right. And I, like to click the like button. I'll just say
The like button. My sister was saying she wishes there was an unlike button, but that's another topic. So.
There is unlike.
There is an unlike button.
Yeah, when you click like, you could do unlike.
Yeah, but isn't that just unliking what you've already liked?
Press dislike.
There you go. So, and as I ask these questions, if anybody wants to jump in on the panel, or even anyone in the audience who wants to add something to the discussion, we would love to hear from you. Elsa, are you at all using social media?
For someone that kind of grew up with Facebook and is a millennial, quote unquote, I think Facebook has its abilities to definitely push PR and definitely be able to really promote an event or an organization. But I think a really important thing is that you have to really look at your audience. A big organization that I'm a part of is the Discovery Center. They're 4th and 5th grade kids. Really not an audience that we want to push in terms of Facebook, but we have to kind of gauge, if we have an event. We want to get all of our friends and people in our network to come support what we do. But I think there's a fine line between how much we need to use Facebook and really how much we use other means of communication.
And does anyone use anything aside from Facebook, like Twitter, or are there any philanthropy blogs that anybody happens to look at? If anyone wants to chime in, please do. I know I do also use Twitter myself, but I tend to be more of a Twitter for professional things and Facebook just to see what my friends or Jennifer's doing.
The other social media site that I use is LinkedIn.
Oh, yes,
And,
okay.
LinkedIn also gives you the ability to promote
Causes. Okay, great.
And I agree with to not give on Facebook because I am skeptical.
Okay.
What about crowdsourcing? Just crowdsourcing generally, just using the internet as a fundraising tool for your own campaigns or crowdsourcing yourself?
Through my family foundation, the Lazarus Foundation is a family foundation, and we have a website, and we'll distribute content through the website, and you could even donate through the website. So we don't so much use, Facebook or Twitter or MySpace, LinkedIn for that. We drive most of the message through the website. It gives it a more formal, official look and feel. But primarily, when you talk about giving and connect, you really need to connect with people because people give to people. People don't really give to organizations per se. You have to connect with on a human level because that's really what you're trying to promote. When you're doing charity or philanthropy, there's a difference between charity and philanthropy. I mean, you're actually giving and trying to promote a human cause, so you really need to connect with people. So we found that to be more effective. And for example, if most of the times when I'm giving, it's somebody that reached out to me, either the phone or in person, and say, hey, this is happening, you want to, support this, and they'll tell me more about it, and if it meets my criteria for giving, and, I'll give a lot, and if it's something that, I think it's just worthy, you give less, but that's initially how I connect with, or make a donation.